Mock me for not going to a strip club? Wait until your wife finds out. My co-workers at the warehouse had this thing where they'd go to strip clubs after work on Fridays. I never went because, honestly, I wasn't interested. And I had a girlfriend at home I actually wanted to see. But apparently that made me a target for their jokes. Every Monday morning it was the same routine. Brad would walk up to my station and start his little show. Hey everyone, guess who stayed home with mommy again? Then Mike would chime in with, maybe he's scared of real women. And they'd all laugh like it was the funniest thing ever. It went on for months. They'd make comments about how I was whipped, how my girlfriend probably had me on a leash, stupid stuff like that. I just ignored it because I needed the job and these guys could make work hell if they wanted to. But last Friday was different. Brad was particularly loud about their plans. We're hitting up that new place on 5th Street tonight. Too bad some people are too scared to have a little fun. He looked right at me when he said it. That's when I noticed something. Brad had left his phone face up on the break room table when he went to grab coffee. A text notification popped up from someone named Jessica with a heart emoji. The preview said, "Can't wait to see you tonight, baby." Now here's the thing. I knew Brad's wife. Her name was Amanda, not Jessica. She'd come by the warehouse a few times to drop off his lunch. Sweet lady who always asked about everyone's families. I took a quick picture of the notification with my phone, just in case. All week, Brad kept up his usual routine, making jokes about my boring weekend, while bragging about all the fun he had at the club. He even showed the guys some pictures on his phone from that night. What he didn't realize was that in one of the photos, you could clearly see him with his arm around some blonde girl who definitely wasn't his wife. I waited until Wednesday to make my move. Brad was going on again about how I needed to grow some balls and join them next time when I casually said, "You know what, Brad? You're right. I should probably start living a little more." He perked up, thinking he'd finally worn me down. "That's what I'm talking about. You can ride with us Friday." "Actually," I said, pulling out my phone, "I was thinking I'd start by showing Amanda those pictures you took at the club. She seems like the type who'd appreciate seeing what her husband gets up to on Friday nights." Brad's face went white. "What are you talking about?" I showed him the screenshot of the text and the photo where he had his arm around the blonde. "Jessica with the heart emoji, right? And this girl here doesn't look much like your wife." The whole break room went quiet. Mike and the other guys suddenly found their sandwiches very interesting. "You wouldn't," Brad said, but his voice was shaky. "Try me," I said. "I've got Amanda's Facebook right here. One click and she'll know exactly what kind of fun you've been having." Brad started sweating. "Look, man, it's not what it looks like. Jessica is just a friend, and that girl at the club, we were just talking." "Sure you were. Just like you're just friends with Jessica who can't wait to see you tonight, baby." For the next 2 weeks, Brad didn't say a word to me. No jokes, no comments, nothing. He'd actually leave the room when I walked in. The other guys picked up on it and stopped their stupid comments too. Then last Monday, Brad didn't show up to work. Tuesday either. On Wednesday, our supervisor announced that Brad had put in for a transfer to the night shift. Different building, different crew. Mike came up to me during lunch. "Dude, what did you do to Brad? He's been acting weird as hell." I just shrugged. Nothing much. Just helped him realize that maybe he should keep his opinions about other people's personal lives to himself. Word got around pretty quick after that. Nobody bothers me about what I do on weekends anymore. Funny how that works.